Hey guys, it's jankguy back again, bringing you another deck file. The next one I would say I was gonna do was be the Darkknightmon. There was some small changes that I want to do when I get to them. Let you know. So on to the X first. We're running four Pagumon. This is the best deck for the deck. Probably like the best black egg in general, like right now. That's generic and just really good. Um, there's literally like four whips in the deck that I can't hit. On deletion, reveal top card of your deck. If it's a black Digimon, add it to your hand. That's all it does. Very simple, very good. Next we have one Mighty I'm only running this because I really like this line. I love Mighty because of Fooly Cooly, my favorite anime. So like the Kanti, there's just like mini versions of him. Effect is all turns. If this Digimon has Twilight in its traits, it gets an additional 1k power. It does come up every now and then. Some people sometimes it drops people off cards like, oh no, I'm gonna run over. It's like, oh, it's Dark Knight 13k, and you're like, oh shit, because like all turns it has Twilight in its traits, gets 1,000 power. Now on to the rookies. All right, so we are running for Monotamon. Card is very good. So on play, look at the top four cards. Add one card that has Nightmon, Twilight, or I think Deadly Axe as well. I think. Yeah, Nightmon, Deadly Axemon, or with Twilight in their traits. So it's a very good. This adds everything in the deck except for the option cards, of course. It also adds the Tamer. She has Twilight in her trait, which is really nice, and that's all it does. And the fact that it has Twilight in its traits, it makes it really good because the Tamer, I'm spazzing on right now. We get through though. If 30 opponents turn, all your Digimon that have a Darkknightmon or Twilight in their traits become blockers. So these little guys, they become blockers later on. Next we have four Chikurimon. This is probably like the best rookie right now to run, just because the other security rookie, whenever we get them for the damn game, is the Dormon. Reveal top card of your deck. If you get 10 in security, if it's a certain card you played, and the thing goes to your hand. This card's really good. If it's ever in security, uh, this can literally like stop certain swings and stuff. It's like, oh, I get to spin at the end of attacks. Like, no, you don't. You get to do this and stuff. Security effect is did you evolve one of your opponent's Digimon by one? So very straightforward card. There hasn't really been like a better replacement. The replacement I would like to do for this though is the original Manitamon, the rare, just because I really like the synergy of it, because it can pop off. Because it's a really good like turn one play. Uh, on your next turn, you swing with it, reveal top three. Well, the on play for it is reveal top card of your deck. You look at the top card of your deck. That's it. Until like you swing, it dies. You look at top three. Oh, and then a Monazimon. Ah, it's popping off. It's just really funny. Next for the final rookie, well, second final rookie, is another Monazimon. This is the Worser Searcher. I believe it's in BT4, BT7. Sorry. So on play, reveal the top three cards. Add one card that has Nightmon or Deadly Axemon in its name. So it cannot add like other Monazimon, because the Monatamons are searchable because they do have Twilight in their traits. So this can only is only like the top three, which is like not the best thing, but it's whatever's. And I wish it had Twilight so it becomes a blocker, but other than that, it's pretty like lackluster. But it's a searcher, so it helps. And it only adds one, which sucks. And then on to the last one is the Chikurimon from the Ragnarok structure deck. Card is very good. It's very good against Mirror. It's very good against playing against Crossheart because you can also recycle it with Darkknightmon X Antibody. Uh, just be warned that sometimes if this is like when you play this card in your hand, you're like, okay, good. It stops you too because this deck is a heavy Digicross deck. So just remember that. And I believe that's 15 rookies. 12. I can't count. 12 rookies. Onto the fours. There are a lot of fours in this deck. So we're gonna start with the original ones. Skull Nightmon, very good card. I always forget about his one attacking skill. Eels are 2, and they're all 4 cost. When attacking, you can choose one of your Deadly Axemon. Put it to the bottom of this card's Digivolution sources. Then you can evolve into a Darkknightmon in your hand for free. So you can on swing, put a Deadly Axe, put it under, evil for free. So now you have a 2k boost if you have the actual real one out, and security plus 1. And the inherit is that this card has Bagramon, I think, or Darkknightmon. I guess security attack plus 1. So this is very, very good. Next we have the Deadly Axemon. Uh, on play, look at the top 4 cards, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 cards that have Nightmon in their name and put the rest of your hand and put the rest of the bottom of the deck. So he doesn't add everything else, he only adds Nightmons. But looking at the top 5 is still really nice. So this is a very good like turn 1 play, which is super nice. Next we have the little chip damager. This is a very good turn 2 play too. Darkknightmon Cavalier mode. So this card's name is also treated as Darkknightmon and Deadly Axemon. So and in case people don't get confused, when it says this card, it means everything in general of it. So its name is Deadly Axemon. Its name is Darkknightmon. It's both of them. So when you digicross, you can use 2 of them because it's this card. So it's really good. So on Digivolve, it gets a blocker and jamming. You usually never use this for a blocker. The jamming part is important because let's say you go first, you heal for 1. I mean, heal for free, heal for 2. You pass turn, you put him at 2. Next turn you draw, you promote. Heal for 1, and now it has jamming security plus 1, which is very good. It's very annoying. Like it's really annoying to deal with. So very, very good. Next we have the new addition, Darkknightmon Mighty Axe mode. So this card's great because any of these level 4s, including itself, it also has the same thing where it says this card's name is also treated as Darkknightmon and Deadly Axe, so it counts as everything. So it has a Digicross for 2, Darkknightmon and Deadly Axemon. And so on play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card that has Twilight, add it to your hand, and then trash the rest. This also does have Twilight. And then if you Digicross using 2 materials, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. So very, very good. It's very good too because it's only a 4 cost. You can literally just pay for 4, look at the top 3, add 1 if you go first, if you don't want to like Digicross for some reason. So like you can choke them. You can play it for 4, you can play it for 3, or you can play it for 2. It's Digicross 1. So very, very good card. Like this deck does play a lot of level 4s. 16 level 4s. And like you can't really like decrease this count because as soon as you decrease the count, you're literally reducing your chances of getting more hits on. Next to level 5s, we have the original Darkknightmon. This card's very good too. The whole deck, I love this deck. I played him like it was like literally just this and the other original Darkknightmon and Deadly Axemon, and it was just like straight trash. So on play, you can put up to 2 Nightmon and Deadly Axemon from your trash underneath. This card has sources, I believe. Hand or trash. And all turns so this technically has an on deletion, but it doesn't have an on deletion. So when this card to be deleted, you can play Darkknightmon and Deadly Axemon from its sources as rested when it dies. So like the level 5s are floaters, which is really good because it's very annoying to get rid of because like it's like, oh, it dies, but it splits back into 2. And no, you do get on plays, which is really, really nice. So let's say these 2 are under it, the Mighty Axe mode. So this dies. You play both of them back, or this and that. Look at the top 5, add 2. Look at the top 3, add 1. And note, since you're playing it, you can still do the Digicross requirements, like say on the opponent's turn. Since you're playing it, it's like, oh, on play, I'm gonna Digicross. Put 2 under. It's not gonna like give you memory or anything, but you can kill one of their Digimon on their turn. So which is really nice about this deck is that you interact with the opponent on their turn as well. But they come in rested though. That's the only downside. And then next we have the other level 5 Darkknightmon. So this card has it's an 8 cost, but it Digicross for you can Digicross it for 4 because it's Darkknightmon and Deadly Axemon for 2 each. And so on play, The Digivolve one of your opponent Digimon by one, which is really good. And if you use two sources, so both this one and the new Mighty Axe mode, you have to use two sources to get the full effect. You can delete one of your opponent's play cost. One of your opponent's Digimon's play cost with a play cost of 5 or less. So that's very very good. And he also has like a on deletion, and if it would be deleted. And so how his works is if this Digimon would be deleted, you add one of the sources to your hand, and then you play the other source. So again, it's a floater, so you get something back in your hand, and then you get to play something too, and just keep searching, keep it going. On to the level 6s, we're running 4, there we go, 4 Darkknightmon X Antibody. This card, very, very good. Evils for 5, but Evils for 4 over Darkknightmon. So on Digivolve, you can add back, you have to delete a Tamer. You have to delete a Tamer that's on the field, if there is a Tamer present. So if your opponent has a Tamer, you can delete their Tamer. If you have a Tamer and they don't have a Tamer, you have to delete your Tamer. That's the only downside to this. And then when he Digivolves, he unsuspends, and then you can add back any purple or black Digimon card from your trash back to your hand, so you're able to recycle things, except for himself, which is nice. And he is also a floater as well. So when he's deleted, you can play a regular Darkknightmon from your trash. So essentially what can happen is, let's say you have this, and let's just pick up 2 of these guys over here. And no, it doesn't. It doesn't need to be even if like his sources are stripped, it plays it from the trash. So let's say he dies. All right, you play this on play, you get the effect. You put 2 back. All right, okay. You block. Let's say it dies. All right, you bring out 2 more. They just keep going and going and going. So very very good card. This is just the same card, just not the alt art. But I've been debating about maybe taking out 1 and putting it a Bagramon. Just because the Bagramon will catch people off guard, and it can't get. I don't know why my light is changing right now. You can get plus 2k, and it can't get security attack plus 1. So onto the options. So we were running 1 Immortal Ruler. So this card is very very good. It's a very nice one of. So it is purple black. There is no purple in this deck if you noticed. So but if you have the what's the name of the tamer? If you have Nene out, you can use this tamer ignoring color restrictions. So what this does is when you play it, you trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can play 1 Darkknightmon from your trash. And if you played it from the trash, you can also Digicross from the trash. So which is very good by using sources from your trash. So as long as you got everything in your trash, you can be like, okay, for 0, play, Digicross, go into it, Digivolve, and kill something. And then like, even on top it was Darkknightmon. It's just very, very good. It's a very nice fight up, and the security effect is it just goes to your hand. And it does have Twilight in its trait, so you can search it. Next, you're playing 2 Congo. Your opponent cannot attack players if their play cost is 7 or less, so it does stop like trying to like poke you out and stuff. It's also good against Mastermon because they can't Chaos Degrade you, or if you hit insecurity, it doesn't do anything, it just fizzles because cards cannot be added to the security stack. So a very good card. And then we have next, we have 3 Prime Memory Boost. This is card's amazing opening up with it. Look at the top 3 cards, play a Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less, and then trash the rest. And so I don't know if you've noticed, so aside from the level 5s and 6s, everything is a 4 cost. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. It plays everything. It's great. And you get on play effects too, which is great. And it has delay, gain 2 memory. Security, play it. Now onto the Tamers. So we were playing 1 Izzy. I wasn't playing 1, but I was still debating on playing him. Because he doesn't really like come up too much, but I just think it's a memory tamer. You get to sort of not sort of, but you get to stack your deck, and it's just really nice to keep going to 3. The only downside to this is that, like, let's say this is the only tamer you've seen the entire game, and you go into the Darkknightmon Antibody, and it's the only tamer on the field. You have to pop it. That's literally the only thing that sucks about it. So reveal top 3. If they're all black, which is the entire deck, it's not gonna whiff. You gain memory back. So essentially, he costs 3. He's a 3 cost tamer. And then next we have 3 Nene Amino. This is the tamer that you want to see like very early on. So on play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card as Twilight or Darkknightmon in its name, I think. It does not add Deadly Axe, I think. Oh, it does. Never mind. It's been a while since I played this deck. So you can add 1 card with Nightmon, Deadly Axe, or Twilight in its trait, so you can search itself, which is really cool. Okay, it says add 1 card. And then you bottom the rest. And during the opponent's turn, all your Digimon that have Darkknightmon in its name or Twilight gain blocker. And she also has a third effect. If she's deleted, you gain 2 memory. That's where the this comes in, where it's okay to delete it, but it sort of sucks when it's the only one. If you have 2 sure, it's really good. Because you can heal for 4, let's say you put him to 2, you delete your tamer, you unsuspend, you gain 2 memory back. And what's really nice about it too is like, since it's a tamer giving you memory blockers can't stop it. And funny enough, playing against Black War, it's pretty fun too. They're just like, I don't know if I want to delete it. Because it's like, oh, you're paying 5 for Hades Force, then I'm getting 2 memory, an additional 2, an additional 4, additional 6. So that is the entire deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. This deck is a lot of fun, and I enjoyed a lot. It's a very cheap deck. Even the Darkknightmons were really cheap. Maybe the original level 5 Darkknightmon is expensive. Not expensive, but like a few bucks. But other than that, this deck is like worth literally nothing. But it's a very fun deck. I've actually won a locals with this deck before, and it catches a lot of people off guard because they're like his stuff isn't dying. It keeps bringing out bodies. So yeah, but again, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you're new to the channel and you're watching, welcome, and I'll see you guys next time.